Good morning, students. So welcome back. So last time we have discussed about ratios and then about proportions. So when two ratios are equivalent ratios, they are said to be in proportion. And proportions can be utilized to solve the example. Similarly, we can use unitary method to solve example. What is unitary method? Last year you have studied. That is, from the given information, find the value of 1 unit and then find the value of multiple units required. So that is nothing but unitary method. So I have got here one example. We will solve it by both the methods, unitary method as well as proportion method. Okay, so you can use any one method. So 6 bowls cost rupees 90. What is the cost of 10 such bowls? Okay, so cost of 6 bowls. Cost of 6 bowls. How much it is? Rupees 90. So cost of 10 bowls. How much it is? Of course, we don't know. So rupees X. Now we are using method of proportion. So therefore 6 upon 10 should be equal to 90 upon X. So we have put them in proportion. Now I want to find the value of X. So bring this X to this side. So when it comes to this side, it will come in multiplication. Exactly. Okay. So 6 upon 10 into X, that is equal to 90. Okay. Now take this to this side. So this 10, when it comes to this side, it will come in multiplication. Here it is in denominator, division. Opposite of division? Yes, exactly. Multiplication. So 90 into 10. Now I don't want this 6. Bring this 6 to this side. So here it is in multiplication. When it comes to this side, yes, of course, division. So therefore, X is equal to 90 into 10 upon 6. Okay? Now, I know the tables. Do I know? Yes. 15 ones are 15, 15 sixes are 90. Right? Or 6 15s are 90. 6 15s are 90. Here I want 15. And 6 ones are 6. 6 ones are 6. 6 15s are 90. Okay. And so 15 tens are 150. So what is the cost? Rupees 150. Therefore cost of 10 bowls is rupees 150. So this is using the method of proportion. Now let us see unitary method. So now unitary method. So cost of 6 bowls is equal to rupees 90. So unitary method says find value of 1 unit. So find cost of 1 bowl. So therefore cost of 1 bowl. So what do you do? Divide 90 by 6, obviously. So 90 upon 6. Now if you see here, this is cost and here it is number of bowls. So two different quantities we have compared in unitary method. So we get here, when we use unitary method, for unit value, we get per value, cost per value, per unit, cost per unit. We get value as cost per unit. Okay. So here you get cost of 1 bowl. So that is cost per unit. Okay, here it is unit 1 bowl. Okay, and so cost per unit. Simple. If I am using distance traveled in so many liters of petrol, so distance per liter, or kilometers per hour, or children per teacher. These are units. Okay, for units, for unit values. Okay, per means each, for one. Do you get it? Okay, so now I want to find cost of 10 bowls. So that means 90 upon 6 into 10. Okay, so 6 ones are 6, 6 15s are 90, and 15 10s are 150. Okay, so what answer you got? Same answer, that is rupees 150. So cost of 10 bowls is equal to rupees 150. Okay, so let's move to the exercise now. I hope you have understood the unitary method as well as the proportion method. Any one method can be utilized to solve the numerical examples. Okay, so let's move to exercise 8.1. Before coming to exercise 8.1, there is think, discuss and write question. An ant can carry 50 times its weight. If a person can do the same, how much would you be able to carry? So this is a simple thing. Assume that the weight carried by the ant, weight of ant be x. So it carries weight how much? 50 times of it. So 50 into x. Assume the weight of the person to be y. Okay. So he will also carry 50 times of his weight. So 50 into y. Now that y can vary from person to person. If your weight is 50, so 50 into 50, so 2500 kgs he can carry. If your weight is 40, so 40 into 50, so 2000, okay, and 50 into 50, 2500, right? So that can happen. So let us write it. Let the weight of ant be x kgs. Okay. So therefore weight carried by ant (50 times of its weight). So 50 into x kgs. Okay, so we have not taken the weight of ant actual. We have assumed that it is to be x. Similarly, we will assume let the weight of person be y kgs. So therefore, weight carried by him, that will be equals to 50 times. So 50 into y kgs. Now you put your weight here. So therefore, for example, my weight is, suppose 80 kgs. Okay. So therefore weight carried by me that is equal to 50 into 80. So 8 5s are 40 and 2 zeros. So 4000 kgs. Same way, dear students, what you do, you put your weight here and see how much weight you can carry. Do you understand? Now let's move to the exercise 8.1. So exercise 8.1, question number 1, find the ratio of, so B, 15 kg to 210 grams. 15 kg to 210 grams. Now see here. First see both the quantities which are given. Are they in the same units? Now here it is kilograms, here it is grams. So both are in different units. So first convert them. Which is easy? Converting kilograms to grams or grams to kilograms? Yes, of course. Conversion of kilograms to grams is easy. Okay. So therefore 15 kg will be equal to 1 kilogram is equal to how many grams? Yes, 1000 grams. So 15 into 1000. So 15,000 grams. So now we can take the ratio of it. Okay. So therefore 15 kg upon 210 grams, that is equal to 15,000 grams upon 210 grams. So these grams will get cancelled. 1 0 gets cancelled. Now table of 3. Okay. 3 sevens are 21. 3 5s are 15. 3 zeros are 0. 3 zeros are 0. So what I get? 500 upon 7. So now we can write it, the ratio. Therefore 15 kg is to 210 grams is equivalent to 500 is to 7. So what is the ratio? It is 500 is to 7. Do you get it? Now let's move to the next example. So next example, D, 30 days to 36 hours. Again here, days and hours. So convert either days to hours or convert hours to days, which is easy. Conversion of days to hours. Do we know but 1 day is equal to how many hours? Can you? Oh yes, exactly. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. Right. So therefore 30 days is equal to 30 into 24. 1 day 24 hours. So 30 days, how many? What you will do? Multiply. So 24 into 30. I know the tables. 24 threes are how much? Yes, 72. So 720 hours. Right? And now we can go for the ratio. That is 30 days upon 36 hours. That is equal to 720 hours upon 36 hours. So hours will get cancelled. So no unit. Ratio do not have any unit. Why? Because units get cancelled there. Now 36, I know the tables. 36 ones are 36, 36 twos are 72 and zeros are 0. So what I get? 20 upon 1. Okay? So therefore 30 days is to 36 hours. What is the ratio obtained? Is equivalent to 20 is to 1. So that is the ratio. Okay? Now let's solve second example. So from this A and C, they are homework. Okay? So now let's solve question number 2. Now question 2, in a computer lab, there are 3 computers for every 6 students. How many computers will be needed for 24 students? Now here you can use proportion method or unitary method. It depends on you. Okay? So I am solving it. So first we'll write what is the given information. for 6 students, we have how many computers? 3 computers. So therefore, for 24 students, we have how many computers? We need to find it out. So X computers. So now we can take the ratios of them. So therefore 6 upon 24, that is equal to 3 upon X. Right? Okay. Now, so you can use the method of cross multiplication. Bring this X here, bring this 24 this side. That's better. So by cross multiplication, this is another way I am telling you, I am showing you. Okay. So by cross multiplication, what do you get? 6 into X, that is equal to 3 into 24. Steps are minimized. Now, this is here in multiplication. Opposite of multiplication, division. So right, therefore, X is equal to 3 into 24 upon 6. So 6 ones are 6, 6 fours are 24. Right? And so therefore, 3 fours are 12. So how many computers are there for 24 students? 12 computers. Right? So therefore, there are 12 computers for 24 students. Okay? So next, let us solve the next example. Now, third example, population of Rajasthan is 570 lakhs and population of UP 1660 lakhs. Area of Rajasthan 3 lakhs kilometers square and area of UP 2 lakh kilometers square. So first question, how many people are there per kilometer square in both these states? So first I will write on board what is given for my reference. Okay. So population of Rajasthan. How much it is? 570 lakhs. Population of UP. How much it is? 1660 lakhs. Okay. And area of Rajasthan. How much it is? 3 lakhs kilometers square. And area of UP. How much it is? 2 lakh kilometers square. Now what is the first question? How many people are there per kilometer square in both these states? Okay, so first we will go for Rajasthan. Okay, so A, Rajasthan. Now, in 3 lakh kilometer square, how much is the population? 570 lakh people. Okay, so we want to find per unit, that is per kilometer square. Okay, so therefore in 1 kilometer square, So we are finding out per kilometer square. So what you will do? 570 lakh divided by 3 lakh. Okay. So lakh gets cancelled. Okay. So 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, remainder 2, 27. 3 nines are 27, zeros are 0. So in 1 kilometer square, how many people are there? 190 people. Okay. So in Rajasthan, there are 190 people per kilometer square. Okay. Now we can find for UP, that is Uttar Pradesh. So B part, Uttar Pradesh. In how many lakhs? 2 lakh kilometers square. In 2 lakh kilometers square, how many people are there? 1660 lakh people. Okay. So in 1 kilometer square, I want to find 1 kilometer square. I don't want to find 1 lakh kilometer square. Keep this in mind. So lakh has to be divided. Do you understand? So 1660 lakh upon 2 lakhs. So that will get, I have forgotten here S, okay, 3 lakhs kilometer square. So lakhs get cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 2 eights are 16, 2 threes are 6, 2 zeros are 0. So how many people are there? 830 people. Okay. So therefore, in UP, there are 830 people per kilometer square. Do you get it? Now, second question. So second question is, which state is less populated? Can you tell it? Yes, of course. Rajasthan is less populated. So second question answer, Rajasthan is less populated. So dear students, exercise 8.1 is completed here. Solve the remaining examples of question number 1, A and C as homework. Write down all these questions in your notebook. If there is any difficulty, do ask me. Try to contact me in the evening if you don't understand anything. Okay? And so let us meet in next period, next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.